Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Chris, Combat Sports UK with your winner, Jack Winiarski. Fantastic fight of the night. Probably I don't think that'll be topped all night, to be fair. The volume that you guys were throwing from the word go was unbelievable. Was that something that you'd prepared for? Was that type of fight and worked on your cardio?
Yeah, to be honest, being totally upfront, I actually suffered a bit of an injury in training camp. I don't know if you can see from where you are, a little bit of a cut sort of on my under eyebrow. So it meant I wasn't really able to spar or train particularly hard. So I shifted the focus a lot towards the fitness and the cardio aspects, which I think saw me through tonight, to be fair, because sparring's fantastic, for sharpening up, for doing a bit of conditioning. But, sometimes you can be a little bit lax on the fitness side, right? So yeah, I think having that time away from, not sparring as much, had no injuries, and I was able to get as fit as I could for this fight, yeah. So I think it had a bearing.
In the second round, there was a high kick that came over the top of your guard and hit you on the top of the head, and it looked like you staggered you a little. How hurt were you?
Being totally honest, I didn't know it was a high kick, so that should tell you all you need to know. It was, I sort of saw a bit of a flash, and I knew I was a bit hurt. You kind of, when you get hit with shots like that, you get a bit of a white flash, and then your vision goes a little bit blurry. So I could hear people shouting. I could definitely see in his eyes that he had me hurt, and my legs were a little bit shaky. But at the same time, with no disrespect, his ring craft wasn't really quite there for a finish in that situation. He allowed me to escape out the corner quite a lot. It was a simple case of side step to my right. I knew he was going to throw that side again because that's where he hurt me from. So it was just a case of, let him tire himself out. I could hear his corner shouting with a lot of urgency because I think they might have been aware that he was getting a bit tired. In truth, it hurt. It did get me, but it's about just staying composed in those moments, doing what you can to really escape immediate danger.
Do you think it's important for that to happen to you in the cage, because then you can prove it to yourself that, oh wow, I can take a shot and I can battle through adversity? Do you think that's really important that you did go through that in the cage?
To be honest, yeah. I think in terms of a 9-minute fight, I was able to show pretty much all aspects of martial arts on an amateur level at least. I don't like to refer to things like this as a lower level. I prefer to call it an entry level to MMA. And I think on the entry level, I showed grappling, I showed outfighting, some kickboxing, landed a few good punches, not as many as I wanted to. And as you said, I went through some adversity. I think you need that in a fight. It keeps you sharp and it also keeps you grounded. The last thing you want is to go into a fight like this and, win it in the first round. God forbid, it'd be amazing if you do that, but then it can give you a false sense of security about, your ability. So I think it's great to have gone through adversity and come through that in the third round the way I did, yeah.
And when do you think we're going to see you again? Because, like I said, I hope it's not too long until I get to see you fight again.
Appreciate that. I'll heal up for now. To be fair, I've had a few knockbacks this year in terms of, trying to get that debut fight. It's very difficult to match people up for a debut, obviously, for obvious reasons. There's no way to know, how good someone is. Potentially December. I can see myself coming back in December for Golden Ticket, if there's a fight that makes sense. Failing that, I'm happy to get fat this winter. I'm very happy to get fat, enjoy my Christmas. But we'll see what happens. A little break for now, but if not December, very early next year, you'll see me again, yeah.
Well, fingers crossed I get to see you at Golden Ticket in Wolverhampton in December. But no, thank you very much for talking to me twice. You take care, mate. Thank you.